right here, close to home. As an official children's oncology group, Stem Cell Transplant Center, we house the region's only blood and marrow transplant program, one that boasts a 100% success rate at 100 days post-transplant. This was comforting news to the Gray family, and without warning, their 3-year-old daughter developed leukemia.
This is the story of Princess Darien. A doctor's appointment that started at 8 o'clock in the morning. By 3 o'clock, we were admitted and told that she had leukemia. No warning signs. We just went in. Her pediatrician did her exam, and she felt that Darien's liver was enlarged.
And they brought her into the hospital and got some labs drawn, and unfortunately she was found to have a blast in her peripheral blood, which is indicative of acute leukemia. Usually once we've made the diagnosis, we'll undergo a lot of special testing, bone marrow aspirate and biopsy, which is taking a piece of the bone and some liquid from her bone marrow, and checking her spinal fluid, making sure she doesn't have it there as well. And then we'll institute chemotherapy as quickly as possible, usually with 3 or 4 drugs. And hopefully within the span of about 4 to 5 weeks, we'll find that the child will be in remission.
Since March, we have undergone rounds of chemotherapy, and she's failed to enter remission 3 times.
When we find patients who are resistant to chemotherapy, usually their only way of getting into a full remission and what we call a durable remission, which means it won't come back, is to do a stem cell transplant.
Since we're one of the few hospitals in the United States that can perform a transplant using a parent as a donor, a mismatched parent, we decided to go with that source of stem cells. So we're using the dad as a source of stem cells for bone marrow white cells.
My husband was able to give Darien life for the 2nd time. We gave a whole new meaning to the term, Daddy's Girl.
We have 2 ways of fighting the leukemia. The first is giving radiation and chemotherapy. So she started with total body irradiation, where we use radiation to kill the leukemia cells.
We told Darien to be really still and pretend to be Sleeping Beauty until her prince, her daddy, came to wake her up.
And then we follow that with chemotherapy, higher doses than she's received before, both to kill the leukemia cells and also to prevent her from rejecting the donor stem cells. And then finally we use the donor's immune system to help fight the leukemia cells.
All your germs are gone. This is it. This is it, boy. Today is your birthday, your new birthday.
So we actually watch for the recurrence of leukemia very closely. So we'll check her blood once a week for signs, for a hint that the leukemia is starting to come back. And then we'll do bone marrows, which are more invasive, once a month for the first 3 months, again to look very closely to pick up the leukemia coming back very early when we can have some success at intervening.
Who's there? Nobody knew.
She's still the same Darien we all know and love. We take each day slowly as she heals, and we make sure she gets plenty of rest.
Levine's is here, right here in our community, and they just treat us like family from day one. And I just want to say thank you for all your support and just everybody that's been there behind us. God bless you and thank you. We love you all.
And I'm still a princess, says Darien.
Children like Darien will continue to receive the best of care without leaving home, thanks to our growing program.